Hello everyone. Today we have the DMR 162M1, which functions as both a demand controller and a multifunction meter. In this video we will explain the specifications, terminal connections and parameter settings of DMR 162M1. Let's start with the specification. Regarding current ratings, the range is from 10 milliamperes up to 5 amperes. If your CT output provides a minimum of 10 milliamperes, the current will begin registering on the display. For voltage, the line-to-line voltage range is 50 to 600 volts AC, and the line-to-neutral range is 30 to 350 volts AC. For the primary PT, you can set the ratio from 100 volts up to 520 kilovolts. This is highly useful for high-tension lines where 11 kV or 33 kV PTs are installed. The secondary PT range on our meter is from 100 volts to 520 volts. For the current transformer, you can connect a primary CT of up to 9999 amperes. The secondary CT rating can be set to either 5 amperes or 1 ampere. This is fully selectable and customer configurable directly within the meter. For system configuration, you can use this meter in a single-phase 2-wire, 3-phase 3-wire, or 3-phase 4-wire setup. The class accuracy of this instrument is 0.5. For the terminal connection, first, take the main lines are Y, B, and neutral from the transformer that pass through the MCCB to the main DB and forward to two different loads, main load and non-essential load via contactors. Connect these to the instrument's terminals 10, 12, 14, and 16 for voltage connections. Now, to provide auxiliary supply, take the line connection from any one of phase and connect it to terminal 1. And take a neutral connection to connect it to terminal 2. Now we will take any one phase and give common to the relay, and from NO, the phase will go to the contactor's terminal A1. We will give neutral direct to the contactor's terminal A2. Now, for the CT connections, you need to install 3 CTs on the main lines R, Y, and B. Connect the R CT to terminals 31 and 32, the Y CT to terminals 28 and 29, and the B CT to terminals 25 and 26. Now, let's move on to its parameter settings. Now you can see our upper display here is dedicated solely to showing energy values, and on the 3-line display below, our different parameters will be shown, which will be voltage, ampere, frequency and power parameters. Now, to enter its parameter settings, we will press and hold the set button, which is the first button featuring the 3-line icon. Pressed until pass is written. Now, the first password will be 10. After entering 10, we will press the set button again. Here, we will first get the network selection option, which will be 3-phase 4-wire, single-phase 2-wire, or 3-phase 3-wire. For now, we will keep it at 3-phase 4-wire. Press the set button again, and here you can set your CT primary value. By default, it will be 5 ampere. Suppose your CT is 1000 ampere. In that case, the THD button will act as a shift button, so you can shift it and change the values here. Press the set button again, and you will get the option to set the CT secondary, which will be 5 ampere or 1 ampere. Press the set button again, and we will get the PT primary value, which will be 0 to 240. If you want to set it in kV, kilovolts, you will press the THD button, and the VLL sign will start blinking. Here, you press the P/PF button, and your value will be in kilovolts. Let's keep it in volts for now. Press the set button again, and here you can set your PT secondary value. Press the set button again, and you will come out directly to the main page. Now, the second password in this will be 25, in which you can set your demand values and load hour values. After going into password 25 and pressing the set button again, the first option you will get is to enable or disable load hours. If you keep it enabled and press the set button again, you can set your load percentage here. By default, 25% is set, which means whenever the CT input goes above 25%, it will show you load hours. Press the set button again, and you will get the option to enable or disable RPM. Press the set button again. Here is your demand control. You can set the demand control here, whether you want to do demand control on kW, kVA, or kVAR. By default, it remains on kW. Press the set button again. Here you can set the demand calculation timing. These values will be in minutes by default. If your electricity board counts in 15 minutes, you will keep it at 15 here. If your demand calculation is happening in 30 minutes, you can do 30 minutes here. If you want 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5, 10, 15, or 30, you can select these options. Press the set button again. Here you can set the demand high value. This value will be for relay 1. That is, for relay 1, if we have set 4 kilowatt here, then whenever my load goes above 4 kilowatt, my relay 1 will operate. If you want to change it, press the THD button and your decimal point will also change. Additionally, the P/PF and the E button will be used as an increment and decrement button. You can see that you can also set the value in megawatts here. Let's keep it in kilowatts again. Press the set button again. Here the demand set low value will come, meaning the low value for the first relay. As our high value is 4 kilowatt, relay 1 will turn on as soon as it goes above 4 kilowatt. And it will remain on until our load comes below 2.5 kilowatt. Until then, relay 1 will remain operational. Press the set button again. Here you can set the demand high value for relay 2. So, as soon as it goes above 4 kilowatt, our relay 2 will also turn on. Press the set button again. Here you can set the demand set to low value, meaning relay 2's low value. Press the set button again to access the relay mode selection. Here, if you select on mode, relay 1 will turn on. And if you select off mode, relay 1 will turn off. Press the set button again to configure the same selection for relay 2. Press the set button again, and we will come out of the parameter settings. Similarly, our third password will be 15, which is given to reset all the parameters we have set, meaning any incremental values we are getting. After going into password 15 and pressing the set button, if I select yes, on, reset all, and press set, all the values inside will be reset. In this, your CT ratio and PT ratio, that is, the values you entered in password 10, will not be reset. Press the set button again. You will get values to reset individually, like if you only want to reset the kWh value. If you select yes, only the kWh value will be reset. Press the set button again if you want to reset the kVH value, kVARH value, load hours, no load hours, maximum demand value. You can reset those values too. Maximum voltage, minimum voltage, and press the set button again to come out. Now, you can see the buttons here. We have provided 5 buttons and named them individually. VAF, whenever you press this button, it will show voltage, ampere, and frequency values on the display. If you press the THD button, it will show harmonics values. The P/PF button will show your power and power factor values on the display. The E button will show your energy values. You can see now, it's showing the voltage line to neutral value. If we press the VAF button again, the voltage line to line values will come. Press the button again, and your ampere values for the 3 phases will come. Press the button again, and it will show average values for voltage line to neutral, ampere, and frequency. Press the VAF button again, and the line-to-line values will come on top. Then, pressing VAF again, the average power factor will show below. Again VAF, then line-to-line on top. Then your maximum value for line-to-neutral will come. Here's the line-to-line maximum value. Then it's showing the minimum value for line-to-neutral. Pressing again, the minimum values for line-to-line. Pressing again, the load hours will show, which is 0 because we haven't given any current input yet. Press the VAF button again, and it shows the no load hours, which currently shows 28 minutes, meaning the instrument has been on for 28 minutes and no load has been given. Then pressing VAF again, the line to neutral values come again. Similarly, pressing the THD button, it shows the voltage harmonics for the 3 phases. Pressing again, it shows the ampere harmonics. Similarly, if I press the P/PF button, the power values for all 3 phases will come, which will be the total power. Pressing again, the maximum demand value will show. Pressing again, it's showing the average ampere demand. Then the maximum demand values. Here you will get the individual power factor for the 3 phases. Then the system power factor. Here you will get individual kilowatt for the 3 phases. Then individual kVA, individual kVAR, and here the total power values will show. Now pressing the E button, our energy value will show on top, which is currently kWh import. Pressing again, it will show the kWh export value. Again the same button, total kVH, kVARH import value, and kVARH export value. And that completes the parameter setup and display overview. You can use this DMR 162M1 as a multifunction meter and also perform demand control through it. To stay updated on more videos like this, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.